Good morning, children. Welcome to the YouTube videos. Myself Sukanya Chakraborty, and today we will do the English literature class. And today we will complete that part of the poem. Today I wrote this poem. So we have completed the previous videos of this chapter where we have discussed the half portion, and today we will complete the full portion of this. So, this poem has been written by Kane Nesbitt, and different types of figure of speeches, different types of metaphor, similes, and in our previous class we have discussed about metaphor, simile. So, this poem comprises of the literary devices, the figure of speeches which you have already learned, and in my previous video I have uploaded means I have discussed about these things. So today we will start from stanza 4. We have done, means let's revise it once again. It's missing any narrative alliteration tool. It is not an acrostic, diamond or haiku. So these are the things which has been given in your means these are the literary devices which has been mentioned by the poet in this poem, that whenever you are writing a poem, whenever you are composing any poetry, these things you must include in your poetry: alliteration, metaphor, simile, the narrative, acrostic, haiku. These are the traditional Japanese style. This haiku is the traditional Japanese style of poetry. Diamond is a seven-line poem. Then personification is the human quality that are given to the inanimate thing. In any inanimate object, whenever you are giving any human quality of any inanimate thing, at that time you are writing this, means you are writing the poem. Now there is nothing that personified, it doesn't have a plot. I'm pretty sure that rhyming is the only thing it's got. So it's missing any narrative, it doesn't have any alliteration. So today the narrator or the poet is telling that I have written one poem, and it doesn't include anything, because my teacher says that whenever the poem contains the alliteration, the metaphors, the simile, the personification, all this literary device, at that time the poem becomes perfect. Otherwise the poem does not become perfect and it lacks something. And that is the reason the poet is telling that whenever you are writing any poem, you must be very aware of these things. And so the narrator or the poet is telling that it doesn't have any narrative, any alliteration. So today we will start from this stanza. There is nothing that personified, it doesn't have a plot. I'm pretty sure that rhyming is the only thing it's got. So it's a rhyming scheme. There is a certain rhyming scheme that the first, means the rhyming scheme basically, when the first line resembles the third line, the second line resembles the fourth line. These are the rhyming scheme, A, B, C, D, or A, B, B, C, C, D, D, in this way. So whenever only the, means poet is telling that only the rhyming schemes are there, only rhyming is there and the plot is there, and it doesn't have any personification. So whenever there is no personification, then at that time that poem does not have any meaning if the personification is not there. So there is nothing that personified, there is nothing that can be personified. So personification is another figure of speech or another literary device which says that whenever any inanimate thing is given a human quality, it is known as personified. Means when you are comparing any human quality, inhuman quality, with the human things. Suppose the breeze is breathing, means breeze cannot breathe. The air, the wind cannot breathe. So it has been given one human quality of breathing, and that is the thing. So this is the personification whenever you are giving any human quality to any inhuman thing. So I'm pretty sure that rhyming is the only thing it's got. Means it's the only thing, or rhyming is the rhyming scheme. It has only the rhyming scheme and nothing else. It sure was fun to write it, and I think it's long enough. It's just too bad it's missing all that great poetic stuff. So the poet is telling that I'm sure I have written the poem, and I'm very, very happy with this. It's a fun writing a poetry, but I think it's long enough. The poem is very, very lengthy, or it's long enough. It's just too bad. According to the poet, the poem is very bad because it's all the poetic devices, all the poetic things are missing in that poem. I put it on my teacher's desk, and wow, she made a fuss. She handed back my poem with an A plus plus plus. So my teacher praised about my poem. She praises it and told that I have written the poem very nicely, and the teacher has given A plus 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 plus. So the teacher is very impressed with the poem that the narrator has written. The narrator is telling that he has written one poem and it doesn't have any quality, but it is very long. All the narratives are there, rhyming schemes are there, but it's the personification, the metaphor, the simile is missing over there. So the poem is more or less good, and the teacher has also praised about this poem. So that's all about this poem written by Kane Nesbitt. So it's a very lovely poem, and you should learn this poem. And if you have any problem, you can contact me without any hesitation, and I'll upload the snapshot one after another. Till then, stay tuned, stay happy, stay safe.